Skating today for Santa Cruz, we have 0-1 Smash Ketchum, 0-2-0 Meyer Cat, number 1 Striker Lightning, number 10 Lightning Livia, number 149 Zombie, number 18 Ruby Rocket, number 22 Thistle, number 32 Baby Bash, number 3754 Juke Blocks, number 59 Pinup Goal, number 62 Sugar Crush, number 676 Hunter S. Thompson, number 73 Tidal Wave, number 737 Draco Malfoy, number 73 Wheeler, number 84 Little Miss Cantankerous, number 96 Goldie Blocks, number 963 Willow, number 98 Helen of Destroy, number 99 Brawly Pop. That's your Santa Cruz Derby Grom skaters. And for Coyote Country Roller Derby skaters, we have number 100 Glitter Hitter, number 101 Poison Ivy, quadruple 1 Alyssa, number 13 Phantom, number 17 Ultraviolet, number 18 Glitz, number 2 Night Terror, number 204 Sparkle, number 3 Sugar Rush, number 31 Isa, number 33 Jawbreaker, number 6 Punky Bruiser, number 757 She'll Be Sassy, number 84 Puppet Master, and number 88 Bubble Basher. There you have your Coyote Country Roller Derby. Jamming for Santa Cruz, we have number 01 Smash Ketchum, skating alongside number 757 She'll Be Sassy. Jam number 1. Both jammers looking for an opening. Smash Ketchum breaks through. Lead jammer. She'll Be Sassy makes it through the Santa Cruz wall, and that is the end of our first jam. Jamming for Coyote Country, we have number 18 Glitz. And for Santa Cruz, we have 3754 Jukebox. Glitz found an opening, but is held back by the Santa Cruz wall, giving Jukebox the opportunity to start off as lead jammer and jam number 2. Blitz right on her heels. And that is the end of Jam 2. Jamming next for Santa Cruz, we have 62 Sugar Crush and number 100 Glitter Hitter from Coyote Country. Glitter Hitter trying to get through the Santa Cruz wall. Sugar Crush recycled back, but finds an opening. Glitter Hitter finds another opening on the outside line. Sugar Crush, that is. Sugar Crush stopped trying to pass on the inside. Glitter Hitter recycled back. Sugar Crush found an opening. Both jammers looking for an opening. Sugar Crush making it through the Coyote Country defensive wall and calls jam number 3. Driving for Coyote Country, we have Shelby Sassy. And up for the first time today, number 18, Ruby Rocket for Santa Cruz. Correction, that is number 10, Lightning Livia for Santa Cruz. Livia recycled. Shelby Sassy up front as lead jammer, as Jawbreaker is sent to the penalty box for directional penalty. Sparkhill joins her for a high block, and that is the end of jam number 4. Jamming for Santa Cruz, we have number 22. And number 18, Glitz for Coyote Country. Coyote Country starting with 2 in the penalty box, giving Thistle an opportunity to set out as lead jammer. Jamming for the first time this morning. We've got 0-1 Smash Ketchum up against Glitter Hitter. Glitter Hitter cutting through Santa Cruz's defensive line. Smash Ketchum on her heels, fancy skating backwards around that corner. right, jamming for about jam number 6, we've got Jukebox and an opening. Jukebox being held back by Coyote Country defensive wall. Shelby Sassy finding an opening. There's anything these two teams demonstrate is the need for blockers. A lot of excitement in what jammers do, but what blockers do are very important. We have a matchup with number 18 Glitz and number 62 Sugar Crush.
Jammer jostle off the line.
And out front we have Glitz.
And Glitz
Sugar
almost
Crush
making it out. Gets hit off turn 2. Makes her way through after the blocker gets a penalty.
Spark Hill being sent to the penalty box for an illegal contact. Serving. Glitter Hitter back up with Lightning Livia jamming for their teams. Both jammers looking for an opening. Lightning Livia finds that opening while Glitter Hitter is being recycled back by number 963 Willow. Glitter Hitter finding another opening, and number 204 Spark Hill joining her teammates on the track. Glitter Hitter finds that opening.
Lightning Livia makes her way.
And jam number 8 is called by Livia.
We're going to start this jam 5-on-5. Team timeout.
While we have this timeout, we want to take a moment to thank our sponsor, Stephanie Palmblatt of Willamette Legacy Law. Willamette Legacy Law, expert real estate planning for every move. Roll with confidence. Craft your estate planning with precision. That's Stephanie Palmblatt of Willamette Legacy Law. Tiny Tank is Stephanie Palmblatt a skater with Cherry City? Stephanie Palmblatt?
She was a previous Raider. I think she's still an alum skater.
What's her derby name?
Illegal Motion.
Illegal Motion. Yes, we want to support our derby alum.
I skated with Elle for several years.
Yes, many people in our Derby family are such talented people.
I think just about everybody that's skated at Cherry City has skated with me at some point.
I love hearing what people do. We have so many talented people that participate in Derby, that have lives outside of Derby. It's amazing.
Yeah, yeah.
All right, number 22, Thistle up against Shelby Sassy. And Thistle finds that opening. Sassy right on her heels.
Both jammers making their initial. Looks like Shelby Sassy getting some points on the board.
And jam number 9 is called. All right, back on the track, we have Smash, Ketchum, and Glitz. Smash Ketchum found an opening. And we have a successful star pass to number 33, Jawbreaker. Jawbreaker looking for that opening.
Glitz making another pass through. Nice. Nice bean pop on the turn outside. Gonna go for another round before the other jammer gets through.
And Smash Ketchum calls the end of the jam. That was jam number 10.
And it looks like Glitz got another 2 points on the board before making that call.
Number 100, Glitter Hitter, skating up against Jukebox, number 3754.
Huge open hole on that inside line, and Glitter Hitter took full advantage of that line, that open. Beautiful bean pop, but didn't quite get to capitalize on it fully before getting blocked out. Still got 3 points, but not the full 4, but 3 is better than nothing. Made that call off before the other jammer was able to score any points. Jam is on. Sugar Crush gets through on initial, pretty untouched.
Number 17, Ultraviolet, sent to the penalty box for illegal contact. Shelby Sassy scores 4. Sugar Crush on her heels. These blockers are working together.
Smart move by Coyote Country on that one, just forcing the pack to run forward before Santa Cruz was able to get any points scored, so their jammer had the opportunity to try to race up.
Right, Lightning Livia and Glitz. Both jammers looking for an opening. Sit through the Santa Cruz line, and blocking for Santa Cruz, we have Hunter S. Thompson, Pinup Goal, and Tidal Wave, along with Wheeler. Blocking for Coyote, got Terror, Ultimate Master, and Bubble Basher.
Doing the racing in the front again to force the call off before any points are scored. Both jammers getting drawn back and waterfall backwards a little bit. Both now back out in front, and looks like Gliterator makes the initial for lead. This will having a little bit of a malfunction, has to retie some skate here. I believe that's going to be a high block call on Thistle. So we are going to have a full 2 minutes.
While this is in the box for a high block. Glitter Hitter finds an opening. And this jam will go for a full 2 minutes. Blocking for Santa Cruz, we have Meyercat, Striker Lightning, Goldie Blocks, and Willow.
Thistle's on a scoring pass right now, but they have, looks like they've worn her down pretty well. So Thistle looks pretty tired and is going to need a little bit of help from some friends.
And blocking for Coyote Country, we have Night Terror, Sparkhill, Jawbreaker, and Puppet Master. And that jam went to the end. Now we're lining up jam number 15.
Full 2 minute jam is not a happy place for a jammer, especially with blocking walls like that. Both of those blocker walls were doing a great job at holding the jammers. 2 minutes with a 7-2 score on the board means the blockers were doing their jobs. Hugely split pack there. I expect we're going to see some visitors in the penalty box for some pack issues.
All right, it looks like we have an injured player. Our medics are responding to the issue at hand, and we ask that you give our player respect due. While our medics are addressing our players' needs, someone did turn in a little pouch that was found outside in the parking lot. If you are missing a little pouch the size of a coin purse or a small makeup bag, come on up to the announcer's table and describe to me what it is that you're missing, and perhaps what you're missing is at the announcer's table. I don't know what's in the pouch. Nobody's looked in it. All right, our skater is back and skating back to her team. We always like to see that.
I'm actually just looking at the rosters right now. It looks like the Weed Whackers have a roster of 11. So that is pretty small roster for a tournament, especially playing multiple games. So, like, kudos to them. And we're about 20 minutes in so far, and looking at penalties, they're super low. This has been a super clean game so far.
During this official timeout, we want to take this opportunity to make a shout out to Unicron Artworks. This pause in the action is brought to you by Unicron Artworks, Tattoo Shop, Art Gallery, Social Club. Check them out on Instagram and Facebook. Unicron Artworks. All right, number 18 Glitz is back on the track up against Juke Blocks.
Wow, nice big hop from the inside to the outside from Glitz to get that lead jammer status. Not far behind is Juke Blocks, though. Looks like Glitter Hitter or Sugar Crush got 4 points on the board before Glitter Hitter could get points.
Right, number 62, Sugar Crush. And Glitter Hitter.
Sugar Crush going to the box for a back block.
That was a back block by Sugar Crush. Sent to the penalty box, and Glitter Hitter establishes lead jammer position. Bubble Basher, Ultraviolet, Night Terror, and Puppet Master on her blocking team. And blocking for Santa Cruz, we have Hunter S. Thompson, Pinup Gull, and Tidal Wave, along with Wheeler. I think I'm mispronouncing that. It's Pinup Gull. Bubba Basher sent to the penalty box for a back block.
Call off is going to happen before we get back to the pack. Nice clean 8 points by Coyote Country.
Lightning, Livia, and Glitz jamming for their teams respectively. We want to acknowledge our blockers as well. Smash, Ketchum, Meerkat, Lightning Striker, and Willow blocking for Santa Cruz. Sparkhill sent to the box for Coyote Country on a high block. Out on the track are Bubble Basher, Night Terror, and Jawbreaker blocking for Coyote Country. Lightning Livia calling that jam before Glitz could catch up with her. We got Shelby Sassy, number 757, and Thistle, number 22, jamming for their teams. Coyote Country starting with one in the box. Also on the track for Coyote Country, we have Night Terror, Bubble Basher, and Jawbreaker. Thistle out as lead jammer. Supporting her from Santa Cruz are Hunter S. Thompson, Pit Up Ghoul, Tidal Wave, and Brawly Pop.
It just took me 20 minutes to realize I had my teams mixed up because they both wear blue and white. We got Smash Ketchup on the line for Santa Cruz, Glitter Hitter for Coyote Country. Looks like Smash Ketchup makes it out first. Glitter Hitter getting recycled back, but not without trying to get a little bit of jammer on jammer action. And Smash Ketchum coming to visit the penalty box here for, looks like a cut call.
Glitter Hitter looking for that opening. And she tries to push through the inside line, but is stopped. And recycled back by number 963 Willow. Smash Ketchum back from her penalty. Apex jump on the inside line for another 4 points.
Looks like we got a successful star pass. And Bubble Basher is now got the star for Coyote Country, the Wheat Whackers.
Number 96, Goldie Blocks, blocking Bubble Basher from the outside. Smash Ketchum.
And that is 2 minutes. 2 minutes and 20 points.
Back on track, we have Glitz, number 18 from Coyote Country. Jamming up against Jukebox, number 3754 from Santa Cruz. And time for a timeout.
Timeout, Wheat Whackers. Oh, official review.
We're going to take this moment during our timeout to acknowledge Mark Atkinson Real Estate. Looking to buy or sell real estate in the near future? Skate into your new home with our very own Bubbles, aka Jennifer LeBoff, with Mark Atkinson Real Estate.
You want to know something interesting about that sponsor?
Yes, I do. Tell me.
So that is related to Bubbles, who also skates with Cherry City.
That is awesome. I've seen Bubbles at our red and white ball.
Yeah, it's Jennifer Atkinson. Yeah.
Well, if you're looking for a new house, Jennifer is the person to call, or Bubbles is the person
Absolutely.
to call.
Yes. Yeah. Buy your house through Jennifer.
We also want to call a shout out to IBEW280. The International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers are proud to support Sparky on the track while empowering our community since 1928. Local contractors and family wages. That's IBEW280.
And I've skated with Sparky also.
Sparky is a great name for somebody associated with the electrical union.
So, I mean, that just goes to show in roller derby, you never know what kind of folks skate roller derby. So already we've heard of tattoo artists, real estate agents, electricians, lawyers.
Got a lot of talented people skating roller derby. And on the track, again, we have Glitz and Jukebox. Jam number 22, Glitz out front.
Glitz for lead jammer. Jukebox not too far behind. I'm seeing at least 1 point on the board for Glitz, possibly more. I see one finger in the air.
Sugar Crusher jamming for Santa Cruz. And 757, she'll be Sassy jamming for Coyote Country.
And she'll be Sassy gets lead jammer. Somebody tried to snag them up right there in turn 2, but did not quite make that hit happen.
Number 33, Jawbreaker, skating backwards, keeping an eye on the blockers from Santa Cruz. Mayo Cat, Smash Ketchum, Striker Lightning, and Willow. Also blocking for Coyote Country was Ultraviolet, Night Terror, and Puppet Master.
Yeah, that was a fast pack. Really smart move. Again, Santa Cruz doing that thing that they do, keeping that front, making it really unreasonable for Wheat Whackers to continue to race with them, staying in the front so that they can't get those additional points and allowing their jammer to try to catch up.
All right, Glitter Hitter, lead jammer. We're going to change our song over to Glitter by Ghostland Observatory. And Livia, for her first lap around the track, Glitter Hitter calling it.
Think that might be 3 points or all 4, it looks like. Glitter Hitter getting all 4 points before that call off.
Glitz and Thistle jamming.
We got Glitz and Thistle on the line.
A lot of attention is paid to jammers, but we can't forget that defense is so important to this game. Glitz pulling through, Thistle on her heels.
Both jammers out at the same time, but it looks like Glitz was just a hair in front. Called it off. Not worth chancing, giving up some points.
Smash Ketchum. Out first for lead jammer. She'll be Sassy, busting through that Santa Cruz defensive wall. We've got jammers
Got smash, catch him. Quick 4, call it off. Not going to give up any extra points.
Glitter hitter. Jamming for Coyote Country and Jukebox up for Santa Cruz. Jukebox found an inside opening. Glitter hitter recycled back by number 020 Meyer Cat.
That reminded me of old school derby when you heard 2 whistles for a start. That was such a quick initial pass.
Jawbreaker giving Jukebox a little bit of a hard time. Jukebox looking for that opening.
Yeah, that was that's going to be an out of play penalty, an illegal contact for hitting out of play because that pack was not put together very well. That second bridge was probably about 12 to 14 feet out, not creating a pack.
Coyote Country trading players in the penalty box. Sparkhill back on the track. Santa Cruz loses their jammer for a back black.
At this point, every single blocker is either in the box for Santa Cruz or in the queue to go to the box for Santa Cruz.
Jukebox a little lonely there on the track. Or Striker Lightning, that is. Striker. And we have a pass to Jawbreaker.
And Jukebox is just continuing to keep going. At this point, they are just trying to free up the penalty box.
And that takes us to intermission. What an exciting last jam in our first period.
And we are ending the half with only 1 penalty left to serve, and that's a high block.
And that's what you get for coming to pedal to the metal.
Yeah. I mean, that's impressive. They had every single blocker either in the queue or sitting. So how it works is if there's only 2 seats available for blockers, and you have to wait until a blocker is standing before someone in the queue can actually go and take that seat. So you can potentially have all your blockers off the track or up to 3 sitting in the box. Obviously, if you get all 4 of them off, then there's no pack even available to be created. But that's what I don't think I've ever seen all 4 like in the queue like that before in 14 years of roller derby. So that I have that one is new to me.
There's
That
a first
was
for
pretty
everything.
amazing. And that jammer cleared the box basically. There's only 1 left to even serve the penalty, and not even a full penalty. It's half served.
There's a first for everything.
Yeah, first for everything.
But
amazing.
But I know the audience knows what I'm going to say next. That during our intermission, we want to give our skaters and our officials priority to the restroom facilities.
Yes, make sure if you see somebody that has they're wearing all black and something that says official, or they look official,
We need
or
to
somebody in roller skates, please let them go to the restroom first. Give them priority in the restroom line because their time is limited and they need to get back to their job. So give them priority.
With limited time, we need coaches and officials to the center of the track. Coaches and officials to the center of the track. All right, if you are missing a coin purse, something about the size of a coin purse or a little larger, one was turned in. It was found in the parking lot. Come on up to the announcer's table and describe to us what it is, and we may have your coin purse or your small makeup bag here. The announcer is going to take a wild guess and speculate that this coin purse belongs to a young child. So if you are not an adult and you are missing a little makeup bag or coin purse, come see me at the announcer's table. And we've had one guess as to whether or not it's a Hello Kitty bag, and it is not a Hello Kitty bag. Although if you do find a Hello Kitty bag, bring it to the announcer's table to the appropriate owner. We have 3 minutes left until Derby starts again with their second half. Santa Cruz versus Coyote Country. Santa Cruz lining up for gear check. Grab a snack from our snack table or a drink. Find a comfy seat. And skaters, priority in the restroom. We're starting Derby again in 3 minutes. We've got 22 seconds till Derby. Now is also a great time to check out our lost and found in the back. If you're missing a water bottle or a sweatshirt, it may be in the lost and found. Before we get started, we want to give a big shout out to the refs and officials. Our referees today are Breadpool, I Call Shenanigans, Jawbreaker, Millennium Falcon, Uni, Peter, Screw Lucy, and Sputnik. And our NSOs are Babe, Bruce Wayne, Chimichancla, Elkie, Ghost H, Mr. Nitro, Nitro G, Pinky, Rita Slayworth, and Fern Spike. And in our first jam, Smash Ketchum has broken out as our lead jammer. On her heels, she'll be sassy. And that is the end of jam number 1. Lining up for jam number 2, we have number 18 Glitz up against number 3754 Jukebox. Jukebox zigzagging through the inside, being held back by Jawbreaker, but she passes Jawbreaker. Glitz right on her heels. And that jump was called off.
Forced to call because Glitz was right behind, right on their heels. Sugar Crush on the line for the Groms, Freaky Fridays, and she'll be sassy for Wheat Whackers. Sugar Crush with lead jammer. She'll be sassy right behind. That is a quick jam. Quick 2 points.
Glitz jamming for Coyote Country up against Lightning Livia from Santa Cruz. Both jammers trying to break through defensive walls, and Glitz out first, establishing lead jammer position.
Glitz getting through for a scoring pass. Lightning Livia making her initial. Freaky Fridays making their way to the front, forcing that call off. Not worth giving up some extra points. She'll be sassy on the line for the Wheat Whackers. We got Thistle up with Freaky Fridays. She'll be sassy. Gets lead jammer. Got about a whole half a track's length ahead of Thistle at this point.
Goldie block sent to the penalty box for directional. That was a 2-point jam.
She'll be sassy with 2 points before making the call off.
Smash Ketchum on the line for Santa Cruz and Glitter Hitter number 100 for Coyote Country.
Huge
Glitter
hit.
Hitter pushing straight through the center, being held back by Hunter S. Thompson. Pinup goal, tidal wave, and
Had a cut call on
Smash Ketchum sent to the penalty box for a cut, along with Pinup goal and
Glitter Hitter making the initial pass for lead. Looks like the Fridays
Hitter
are
picking
going to
up a
try to
couple of
race
points.
it, but Glitter Hitter was not going to play that game. Wants to start this jam with an advantage for the jammer. So Glitz is going to start with a power jam.
Santa Cruz down one blocker. Glitz finding an opening on the outside. And Smash Ketchum back on the field along with Pinup goal. Smash Ketchum finding an opening, making her initial pass. Glitz calls.
Glitz picks up 4 points and then makes the call. They started off on that jam. Freaky Fridays started off a little bit too far ahead. Started off the pack with a no pack situation where they couldn't touch that jammer. Jammer couldn't touch them. Otherwise, they were going to make a out of play basically a no contact hit. So they had to let that jammer go just right off the line.
Got jukebox, and she'll be sassy. Jukebox, she'll be sassy. She'll be sassy. Lead jammer, it's a race on the initial lap.
Basically, in that situation, whoever's in the back is, if you've got lead and your team is in the back, you just have to call it. Otherwise, you're giving up points.
I'm going to turn the amp.
Glitz on the line for Wheat Whackers. Sugar Crush for Freaky Fridays. And Sugar Crush does get lead jammer. Glitz is still stuck in the pack, and they are now out. Finish their initial, about halfway the track behind. Glitz calling it off because they got drawn back, recycled towards the back. 2 points on the board for them before the call off, though. Lightning Livia, little spin right near the pivot line for lead jammer. Looks like Bubble Basher makes their initial. Lightning getting hit out on the outside. Recycled by number 33. Forcing that call off.
While we set up for we've got number 3758. We've got 3758. Jukebox as lead jammer. Bubble Basher being recycled back by number 1. Smash Ketchum. Jukebox recycled back by number 204, Sparkle. The multiplayer call on Smash Ketchum. Night Terror recycled back by number 020 Meerkat. And number 149 sent to the box Zombie for an illegal position. And that jam went to time. Both teams demonstrating not only do they have skilled jammers and skilled blockers, but we also have a jammer in the box for a bad block, number 2 Night Terror. Okay, we got number 62 Sugar Crush and Night Terror, number 2, jamming for Coyote Country. Night Terror's in the box, giving Sugar Crush is sent to the box on an illegal cut. Number 18, Glitz sent to the box for direction. That jam was looks like we're having an official review. While the officials are reviewing, and Tiny Tank has called an official review. We want to take this moment to shout out to Cosmic Exchange, looking for products and experiences to uplift your spiritual journey. Look no further than Cosmic Exchange, your one-stop intergalactic shop. We also want to shout out to Radar Toys. Hey everyone, if you haven't heard yet, there's a new toy store in town, Radar Toys. They carry toys for all ages, including adults. Everything you can imagine, from Legos to comic books. We don't have an official word from that official review, but they reviewed a bad call. She'll be sassy now in lead jammer position, jam number 15, Lightning Livia in the box, giving Shelby Sassy an opportunity for a power jam, but call the jam. So we've had some of those penalties removed. Got a team timeout call from Santa Cruz.
A little bit of confusion happening here because we've had some jammer swaps here in the penalty box. Not sure why they're coming to the box, because they've shown up here and then gone away.
All right, so we're coming out of a timeout, coach timeout. A lot of things happening on the track. The announcers trying to find some clarity. We're back into a timeout. We'll take this time to finish announcing Radar Toys. Everything you can imagine, from Legos to comic books, board games to action figures, baby dolls, and Barbies. Located on Lancaster across from Fred Meyer's. They're closer than you think. Make sure you visit Salem's best toy store, Radar Toys. And now we have number 22 Thistle as lead jammer in jam number 16. Spark Hill is finishing her penalty for an illegal position. And a scoring pass. And we have a star pass to Bubble Basher. Number 757, Shelby Sassy up against number 01, Smash Ketchum. Both jammers looking for an opening, Sassy and Smash Ketchum. Smash Ketchum find zigzagging through the inside. Sassy being recycled back by number 96, Goldie Blocks. And we have take a moment for our medics to review need.
So we'll rewind a little bit, especially for those that are watching the streaming with the confusion a little bit earlier with the jammer swaps in the box. So what did happen for the Freaky Fridays? One of the jammers did get sent to the penalty box for a cut call, but that did get overturned. Sometimes another, like an outside pack ref or an inside pack ref, will see a different angle. And so they relayed that information to their jam ref, and it got overturned. And then another jammer did get called to the penalty box and served that time. So no official review actually happened. It was a timeout. So that's what did happen a couple jams ago for that confusion that we did have. So that got cleared up for us. It looks like we're back to game on.
For Coyote Country, we have Glitz jamming, and Sugar Crush pulls out his lead jammer. Glitz on her heels for her initial pass. Sugar Crusher calling the end of that jam. She'll be sassy, jamming for Coyote Country. Sent to the penalty box. Lightning Livia making her initial pass as lead jammer. Oh, it's not. She'll be sassy, sent to the penalty box for a high block. Lightning Livia zipping through, zigzagging like lightning through Coyote Country defensive wall. Another lightning strike by Livia through the Coyote Country defensive wall, and she'll be sassy out of the penalty box. Lightning Livia. A bolt through the defensive wall of Coyote Country. And Ultraviolet sent to the penalty box for a cut. Lightning Livia. Another 4 points. This may be the highest scoring jam of the game. And that is 20 points for Lightning Livia. $20-point jam for Santa Cruz. Right, glitter hitter jamming for Coyote Country. And Thistle being held back and recycled by number 18. Glitz. Giving glitter hitter the opportunity to establish lead jammer. Both skaters on their first initial pass. And glitter calls the end of that jam. Mash Ketchum. And she'll be sassy sent to the penalty box for a cut, giving Smash Ketchum an opportunity to establish lead jammer position. Jawbreaker, Night Terror, Sparkhill, and Puppet Master trying to hold back Smash Ketchum. Smash Ketchum with an assist by Goldie Blocks. She'll be sassy back on the track. Smash Ketchum being held back by Jawbreaker, Night Terror, Sparkhill, and Puppet Master. And we have a star pass to number 757. Oh, no star pass. She'll be sassy hung on to the star. And she'll be sassy through an initial pass, and the jam is called by Smash Ketchum. Juke Blocks wearing this star for Santa Cruz. And timeout is called by Coyote Country. We want to take this moment to shout out to Oregon Freddy Mobile DJ. Oregon Freddy Mobile DJ is a solo run wedding and event experience rooted in good vibes, smooth flow, and effortless coordination. From ceremony to last dance, Freddy brings the energy, heart, and precision to someone who truly cares. Of someone who truly cares. Now booking 2026 dates for couples who want a DJ that's professional, present, and just the right amount of fun. We also want to shout out to our favorite sponsor, Michael. Be cool, be like Michael. All right, we have our medics on the field assisting a player. It's always a good thing when we have our skater skate off the track. I want to take this moment to remind anyone who may be missing a water bottle or a sweatshirt to check the lost and found at the other end of the arena. In the meantime, if you are missing a coin purse or a small makeup bag, come on up to the announcer's table and describe to me what that coin purse or small makeup bag may look like, and we will return it to you. Setting up, we have Nene's Baha'i outside, a food truck which offers Filipino and Mexican cuisine. Be sure to check out Nene's Baha'i if you are looking for a snack. And don't forget to visit our junior snack table. If you missed your morning coffee, they've got a big hot pot of coffee along with other snacks and merchandise. I also hear that, do they have hot dogs? I don't think they have hot dogs. They have hot coffee. Got a big pot of hot coffee. During this timeout, it's a great time to check out the bathroom so that during our intermission and between events, give skaters and officials and refs priority. We also want to shout out to Willamette Legacy Law, expert real estate planning for every move. Roll with confidence. Craft your estate planning with precision with Stephanie Paulblad of Willamette Legacy Law. There is a back block called a number 188, but no black block. Black block was witness, and therefore it's denied. Sugar Crush sent to the box for a cut. Shelby Sassy recycled back. Running into Smash Ketchum, Meyer Cat, Goldie Blocks, and Willow. Shelby Sassy making her initial pass as lead jammer. Sugar Crush back on the track. And like a bowling ball topples 3 of Coyote's blockers. Night Terror sent to the penalty box for a back block. Glitz for her initial pass as lead jammer. Lightning Livia on her heels. Glitz spinning through, picking up 4 points before calling the end of that jam. We have Shelby Sassy up against Thistle. Shelby jamming for Coyote Country and Thistle from Santa Cruz. Night Terror finishing up her penalty for a back block. Both jammers starting from the back. Shelby Sassy recycled back by number 963 Willow. And Thistle recycled back. Apex jump by Shelby Sassy over Smash Ketchum. Straight through the middle. Shelby Sassy calling the end of the jam. Number 18 Glitz putting on the star for Coyote Country. And joining her, Smash Ketchum from Santa Cruz. Glitz looking for an opening down the center, but Smash Ketchum finding an opening on the outside. Glitz sent to the penalty box for a low block. Sugar Rush trying to break through that defensive wall while Smash Ketchum comes on through Apex jump over Bubble Basher, number 88. Glitz back on track. Smash Ketchum finding an opening out around Jawbreaker for another 4 points. And we have Hunter S. Thompson sent to the penalty box on a multiplayer. Star pass to Bubble Basher. And Smash Ketchum finds an opening down the center. What an exciting bout. 20 points to Smash Ketchum. Jukebox putting on the star for the last jam for Santa Cruz, and number 33 Jawbreaker starring up for Coyote Country. This looks to be our last jam with 10 seconds left in the period, but 2 minutes on the clock. Jukebox making her initial pass. Jawbreaker looking for that opening, being held back by Smash Ketchum. And she found that opening. Jukebox right on her heels. What an exciting game. 63 to 196 Santa Cruz, unofficial score. Let's hear it for both teams. Coyote Country 63 hard-earned points. And 196 Santa Cruz, still the unofficial score.